the environmental argument of electric cars. You do know that like most of those, I'm not even saying from an like the electric car that I would probably get if I'm gonna get one would be like the Hummer Electric or the Electric Escalade, which are both literally like they're not like good electric cars when it comes to be environmentally. But like it's always weird to me where people like die on this hill that are like clearly just do not care environmentally about it. They always bring up an environmental argument. Basically, if you look at any of the studies that are like that you can look at for electric cars, most of the time, generally speaking, up front, there's more carbon involved and stuff like that in creating an electric car. But over the life of the car, you'll generally have a net carbon savings, right? Especially depending, I guess a lot of it depends on like where you get your sources of electricity from too. But if you want to bring the electric argument into it, that's it. I mean, I'm not even talking, like, literally at 0 points have I ever brought up the environmental thing. I just said I thought the electric Escalade looked fucking cool. And I thought that it's nice that you don't have to, you know, fill up gas, right? Like, you just plug in your car every day and then you have, like, a full tank, quote unquote. I don't take long road trips outside of maybe, like, once a fucking year. Which case, I'm still gonna keep my pickup truck. I could drive that. You know? But I mean, obviously, yeah, it's something, you know, whether, you know, I mean, I think everybody should care about things environmentally, right? I mean, why not? Why would you want the area that you're living in to be full of shit? It doesn't make any sense. Like you're fucking poisoning yourself and your air and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't make sense. It shouldn't even be an issue for like anybody ever. Why would you not want some why would you not want something that like is cleaner overall, right? No one cares what the electric Escalade cage is. Talk about the shit the PT Cruiser is. I just don't think it's that bad of a car, dude. I just don't think it's that bad. I'm telling you, dude, I would fucking drive it. That's it. Mm-mm. A gremlin? Oh, I know what those cars are. I gotta Google it. What's up?
Trying to play, man.
Sure. Dude, this is, oh yeah, the AMC Gremlin. I fucking knew it was the station wagon. Actually, no, I would never drive that thing. Yeah. Yep. We invite you after. I would never drive that car because, okay, the only reason I kind of hate the PT Cruiser is I am a literal wagon hater. I hate station wagons. I don't mind wagon vehicles like, you know, the Audi A7 and stuff. I hate wagons, bro. I fucking hate wagons so much. You don't mind electric cars, the only thing you hate is the driverless vehicles. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The driverless vehicles are not... The technology is not there yet for cars to be driverless. As much as companies would like to say that they are, there are some companies that are doing a really good job with it overall and stuff. But, I don't know. I haven't seen any driverless cars, like, purely driverless cars where they were, like, perfect. Yeah, or even remotely, so... I hate hatchbacks, dude. Like Dr. Enzi's disdain for the PT Cruiser is my disdain for hatchbacks. I hate hatchbacks. I would rather drive any vehicle over a hatchback. Any. And I literally mean any.
Oh, tight in the corner. Swinging. Changing mags.
I hate Fenrir, bro. I know, a PT Cruiser is like kind of a wagon. I actually just decided I hate the PT Cruiser. I agree with you. I've changed my mind. Because I'm like looking at it more and it is kind of wagonish. I hate it.
You have located a bomb.
Mm-mm.
Down to one friendly.
The Volkswagen Golf. It's okay. I would maybe, like, if I got a wagon, hypothetically, that was free, I mean, yeah, I'd probably drive it. But that's, like, about it, dude. That's about it. I'm looking at the PT Cruiser more, but, yeah. I don't know. I would drive a wagon if, hypothetically, I got it for free. Like, $0, 0 cents. But anything past that is a hard no for me, dog. That's a hard no for me.
George, my uncle quite literally has a PT Cruiser. He dailies.
Is he really?
Beep, 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 beep.
Dude, that car is so gross.
I guarantee too, he has like over $1 million, and he actually still drives that car.
I'll
He
be
loves
why,
it.
dude.
Oh,
Safri,
so
thank you the
about
prime sub.
What vehicles do you have? Like, I know you got the Denali, but what's the...
My wife just has a crossover. That's it. So
I guess-
boring car.
It's like a... My brother has like a Highlander. He's like, yup. The dealership offered him $50K for it. Or
That's pretty
$40K in a
good.
RAV4 back for it. It was crazy.
These guys always
Not
snipe their
supposed to
nuts
support
off
that.
and are losers. Yep, you're an absolute loser. We already know. You hate your life.
5 seconds.
I looked at the names of people we're playing. I should actually. I didn't do bets for this game, right? Good. Yeah. I don't want to do bets for this game. These guys are just gonna snipe super hard the whole time. I don't know. Would I drive a Supra? I used to own one.
Bomb has been located.
Disabling electronics. I'll give them a call.
Oh, okay. One stairs.
One op 4 remaining.
They were too busy watching the
got
stream
theirs.
to predict me doing some dumb shit like that.
Bomb diffusion initiated. Protect the diffuser. Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful.
Why the 1.5 and thermite, not the 2x? I just like it. I think the 1.5 set is like
That
the
was
best.
a pretty good 3-piece, George.
1.5. Thanks, buddy.
I just saw you in there.
I was like, I just pulled the raw stupidity play. I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going in. Someone called, so.
Oh, we're great.
The nice new GMC fully loaded. I like mine. I don't have a new one. Mine's like 3 years old, but I bought it new originally. So yeah, I mean,
Use your drone to locate a bomb.
what Super did I have? I had the new one, like the Mark V. But I didn't have it for very long. I had it and I sold it. It's still a nice car. I know everyone says it's a BMW, but it's still a nice car, and it's a way better Super than the Mark IV ever was. Hate me all you want. It's true. I don't know. Yeah, I hate wagons, dude. I like very much hate wagons. JFK Pete Glass, they had 3 months. I don't know why. I know that's like, it's the, you know, I think what makes me hate wagons is like the I think the thing that makes me hate wagons is like the people,
You must locate
right? Have you ever had like a fan base of people like ruin something for you? Like you kind of feel like you're like don't really like something, like it's not your style, but you're like indifferent about it. But like you like find a burning hatred for something because of like the fan base around it. That's the wagon for me. Twice times, thank you the sub. The people that it reminds me of for that is definitely the wagon for sure, because the wagon like crowd, the people who like love wagons and stuff like that, they act as if it's like the greatest vehicle like ever produced, and they're like so confused as why like the whole world does not have wagons. And it's like, dude. It's like the whole reason the world doesn't have wagons is because like they're terrible cars. They're literally worse crossovers. And it's like they do this like weird gatekeeping like bullshit like thing. They do this like weird gatekeeping like bullshit thing where it's like they're like they think they have like something figured out, where it's like they only they know how great wagons are. And they're just like so unique and like quirky for like owning a wagon. It's like, bro, the reason running out. The reason nobody fucking buys wagons is because they're literally worse crossovers.
I think he's like behind double bar table.
Yeah, I hit him a bunch, but
Yeah, then one. Oh, nice. I like the hallway. One's playing top terrace. The bomb guy's dead.
I think I downed one. One's main stair, and I might have downed one terrace.
You must recover the diffuser.
Oh no, please don't throw.
The diffuser has been secured.
Question: when I get a plumber, I'm gonna go over my house to fix the repair or something. Am I the person to hover over the person when they do their job, or let them be?
Friendly operator remaining.
I think it depends.
Friendly mission
It
success.
depends. If they're like in a like personal space of mine, then I'm probably gonna hover over them a little bit, to be honest. You know? If they're just like doing whatever, like I don't care. Or if I'm curious about something, you know? I mean, most of the people that I have that work on my house and stuff like that, they're like, I like kind of know them a little bit. You know, it's not like I've like never met them before, so we're normally like talking a little bit, shooting the shit, and like I'm not like hovering over. Like it depends. Like I said, if they're like in my bedroom, like yeah, sorry, I'm gonna watch over you a little bit. But if they're just like outside or something, like I don't care at all.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
Is it more of like a trust safety thing so they don't steal anything? Not really. I don't have anything that's like that valuable to steal, honestly. It's just like, I don't know, just weirded out that someone's like in your space, I guess. If that makes any sense. And I actually do genuinely like to see what people are doing too. Because I have like, it's also been very nice. Like every time that I have a contractor over my house and stuff like that, I could, and another contractor comes in for something else unrelated, you know, not the same trade, I could tell that person exactly what the other person did. And it normally, like, it's actually been numerous times where it really helps out, like, a lot, actually. You know, if they end up, like, cutting a wall or something to put electrical wire or piping, like, I take pictures of that stuff. That stuff comes in super fucking handy for, like, future contractors or me if I'm doing something in the future. So... Plus, I mean, like I said, I don't really have anything that's that valuable for them to steal, and I honestly trust most of the people, like I said, for the most part. It's just like a weirded out thing about, like, being in my personal space. As, like, odd as that sounds, but...
Op 4, last stop standing. Op 4 has
Nice.
located a bomb. You know what to do. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
You guys know that means a different bathroom? I mean, I think that's, like, common courtesy and stuff like that, yeah. I think it's like common courtesy. Is it weird having kind of random people in your place that you kind of know? Yeah, I mean, honestly, the stuff like, okay, it's like a few reasons, I guess. Like, if they're like outside or whatever, like, I'm like not gonna, like, I don't really care. Like, just, you know, do your thing. I'll walk outside like periodically just to kind of like check up, ask them if they want any drinks or anything like that, you know, etc. If they're like in my house, it depends where they are. Like I said, if they're in my bedroom, I'm probably like chilling with them. I don't know. I'm just weirded out by it. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make any sense. I'm not really worried about them. Like I said, I trust them not to take anything, and I don't really have anything for them to take for the most part. So, like, not as worried about that. But, yeah. And, well, the other thing, like I said, too, I really do like to see what they're doing. It is interesting to me. I like to see what they're doing. I like to see the tools they have, the materials they're using. I have like a, you know, obviously I'm hiring them for a reason, right? They're the expert, but there's certain things that like I know and like things that I want a certain way. And if I'm there, I can tell them that. If I'm not, they're just going to kind of do it their way and like that's it, right?
5 seconds and counting.
Yeah, and that, I mean, I always try, you know, I ask them every single time, hey, you want water? Coffee, whatever they want, you know, even if they want some food or something, that's fine. Some snacks or whatever. Mostly I just offer like water, coffee, or like pop. Some people I've given G Fuel. They like the G Fuel a lot, a few people, so. Yeah, like I had people in my kitchen the other day, and we have like a laundry room. I'm like, ah, whatever, just do whatever you want. It's really just like my bedroom. I don't know. More. I did. I told them. So there's actually a contractor that I have who buys G Fuel with my code. He's actually cool as fuck. He'll like text me every once in a while when he like buys G Fuel. Is it also a flag if a random plumber you've never done work? Oh! Oh my god, bro. I was like reading something and this fucking psychotic Ayana fuck tried to run through. What in the fuck, bro? Don't ever do that to me again. That was terrifying. My old heart can't take that. Okay, if a random plumber you've never done work with asks for a deposit when they show up to your house, I mean, if it's like some like crazy big job where they like have to buy a bunch of materials and stuff, then like, that's like a little sus, to be honest. But like, I don't know. Normally plumbers shouldn't really be asking for like deposits generally.
Op 4, last stop standing.
Oh.
One friendly remaining. Op 4
Nice.
Okay.
successful.
I don't know how I won that, honestly.
You went crazy. You went new.
I did. I was just running around like a jackass that whole time, but it went pretty well.
I just could not compete. I was trying to do the same. All right, hold on. We got Benzu now. He said he had some people too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that like I never pay before the job is done. No, always after. 100% of the time after. Never. I never pay a deposit, and I never pay till the work is like done. Or maybe if it's like, maybe if they're like 70% done, and like, you know, like I pay them for 50%, right? Like say they're like 70% of the way there, and they're like you never want to pay a contractor more then they've done work. Because that's like, I'm not saying all contractors, but some contractors, especially if you don't know them, they might just bolt. Or things happen too. Like that's the other thing too. Is like things happen, dude. Like who knows? People have family emergencies and stuff happens or whatever. And like I get it, things happen, but sometimes people will like not like they won't prioritize you. If they have done more work than you've paid them for, they will prioritize your job to finish it, right? But if you've overpaid them, they're gonna be like, I'll take my time. It depends on the contractor, of course, but it happens a lot. Like I don't know. The only time I've ever The only time I'll ever do a deposit if it's like a really big job or something like that.
People, okay.
Sure.
Do it.
I have
do
no idea.
it.
If it's like a big job and I know the contractor, I know they're buying materials, I'll like, pay them for the materials or whatever, like a small deposit or something like that, right? But honestly, I haven't really ever given anybody a deposit now that I'm thinking about it. Not really, no. I guess like the only guy there was like one guy that he painted the outside of my house, and he owns like a pretty good sized like painting company. And he's just like weird like that. He's like really cheap on his like prices, and he does great work. Not cheap, but like he has fair prices. I wouldn't say cheap because he's not cheap, but he has fair prices on his work, and he does excellent work. And he's normally fairly decent about like getting stuff done like quickly too. Like he has a good crew of people. It's like a family working together. But the one downside of it all is that like he's the only contractor I've ever paid a deposit to, because like it was expensive to paint the outside of my house. He had to rent a lift and get paint and all that kind of stuff. So he did record. And the thing is, most of the people that I deal with, I know them fairly like decently, or like they're like referrals from friends and family, so they normally never charge a deposit. It was weird, actually. I used a different painter for the inside of my house, and painting the inside of my house was like 3 times as expensive as painting the outside. And the guy that did the inside didn't ask me for a deposit. It's just like, I don't know. At least in Detroit, nobody asks for a deposit here. It's like very uncommon. Unless it's like a major fucking company and you're doing a major job for like huge amounts of work, maybe. But like if you're just getting a contractor to come do some stuff at your house, like, no. Generally, like, that's the only guy I can think of that did that. That I've done that with. All of my like granite quartzite that I bought, cabinets, interior painting, which was extremely expensive. Yeah, none of that stuff. Painter primed the walls first. Yeah, they sanded everything down, all of the walls down, patched everything, primer, paint. And then did I don't know, it's so long ago I forgot. I think they did primer, and then I used Sherwin-Williams Emerald paint all inside and all outside, and I think they did a primer coat, and they did 2 coats, 2 or 3. I forgot. I think they only did 2. I'm not really sure though. It might have been 3. Honestly, it's been like a while now since I moved in. So anyway, yeah, a plumber though is weird. If you think it's over 1,000, a deposit is reasonable. Like for plumbing work, the thing is with like plumbing work is normally materials are very cheap for plumbing. And normally you just get paid on the spot, right? Like if you have a major plumbing job that's like super expensive, you're probably like, I don't know. I've never really had anything like that that's like that big necessarily. At least at my house. I've done it for commercial stuff like in my old job. But yeah, generally you're not really like I don't know, yeah. I mean, I've had over $1,000 in painting and plumbing work done before, and I've never been charged a deposit with like multiple companies. Because normally it's like they knock out a certain amount of stuff in the day. But like plumbing especially, like most of the price is like the labor. Most of the price is the labor, right? So like whenever I get my like write-up when there's a plumber there, like the materials